brother. Yeah.
What's up, guys? We're
Oh,
here another episode. We're here. Welcome to episode 13. After 316. Um, thank you for all the views. Thank you for all the likes. Don't forget to subscribe. Finally, we made it. All three together. We here. Gabriel, Brandon,
yeah.
and myself, and we are the MMA
The
brothers.
MMA brother.
Welcome to the best podcast around the world, MMA Brothers.
Keep the original. It was really good.
All right, what's up, guys? We here. Are you guys ready?
Yep. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
What do you guys think about UFC 316?
It was
Let me say
definitely
this.
a good card. Great card,
Yeah,
actually.
great card. I'm a
What?
little upset, Kevin Holland won, but
Hmm.
good for him. Clap, clap, clap. You know, I don't see you beating a top 10 guy, but let's go.
We just got the first short of the week. Kevin Holland, your boy, your bestie.
Yeah,
Which
yeah,
one was the fight that you guys like from the whole card?
My
I fucking love
favorite
the
fight,
I love the main card.
Joshua Van.
Joshua Van's a fucking animal, man. He's so good.
Yeah, I like my little brother. He put them bombs on that Brazilian
Bruno
dude.
Silva.
And like I said on my short, Joshua Van money line and by KO or decision. It hit. Let's go.
For me, it was the main event. I love the fight. And the disappointing fight for me was Patch Mix versus Mario Bautista.
That was trash.
I
Patchy
expect I
mix. I
expect more
mean,
for Patch Mix.
uh,
Yeah, he had a lot of hype
yeah,
behind him.
yeah. And just like somebody, yeah, and just like I saw a post, you know, another PFL guy, Bellator guy, comes into the UFC and looks like trash, because of Pitbull. Pitbull came in, looked like trash. Patchy Mix looked like trash. Michael Chandler, he's trash. I mean, you know,
The only one that's looked really good coming
it's
out of
there.
there is Michael Venom Page, MVP.
Yep.
Like he's the
Yes,
only
yeah,
one
yeah.
that's come from there. He's
Only
looked good.
one.
It's true what they say, man. The UFC
Something
is
else.
the top tier, is the major
Top of
leagues.
the line.
Is
Yeah,
Yeah, if you're in the UFC, it's because you deserve to be there. You're the best of the best. You're the best in the world. Even the
Like
shittiest
exactly.
even the
Exactly.
shittiest fight of the
Yep.
UFC is still much better than one of the tops in a PFL or in a Bellator.
if you're in Bellator or PFL, you're in like the
Exactly.
AAA and UFC is the MLB.
Yeah, that's what it
Simple
is.
as that. And that's
Exactly.
when
And
you feel the pressure, that's it. It's over.
Yeah.
yeah. And it's crazy that a lot of USC fighters get out of the contract and then go to the PFL and Bellator. And they're on a winning streak,
Yep.
you know? So,
Like, you guys don't. I don't know if you guys remember. Yoel Romero.
Yeah, I was
He
about
was
to
on a
say that
losing
name.
streak. Yeah, he was on a losing streak
yeah.
in the
Yeah.
UFC, and then when he went to Bellator, he had a
He
really
started
good run
winning,
where he was
running.
undefeated
Yeah.
right up until the championship fight.
Yep.
Now he's
And then Leota Machida,
oh yeah, that's
same
another one.
thing.
Hmm.
He won his last. He KO'd Vitor Belfort. Then he's like, fuck the USC. Went to Bellator. He had a couple wins. Then he started getting knocked the hell out.
I mean, his chin was
But
already tested a long time ago.
yeah, yeah, his chin was tested. But if you're doing good in the USC, I wouldn't leave. I would retire or, you know, get knocked the fuck out a couple more times, and then
Hmm.
maybe I shouldn't be fighting in the UFC.
Like that's the sample that if you're in the NBA and you're like already like 32, 34, and you go to Europe, and here you're fucking making 6.8 point per games, and you go to Europe and you start making 25. Now you see why the NBA is the
Yeah.
Yep.
NBA. With all that said, we just here 3 minutes talking shit. Let's start with the first fight. Jamie Lynn Hort versus Vanessa Demopoulos.
I think
Uh,
Vanessa didn't even take a fucking break.
I think
She
she,
just lost. Yeah.
yeah, on the Canada thing, right?
Yeah.
You want to go first?
Yeah. I'll go first. I'm not betting on either one of these girls. I have never seen Jamie Lynn fight. I'm gonna be straight up. I have seen Vanessa fight a few times already. She's pretty good on her feet. Not too great in the grappling exchanges, but she she's not resting. She just got out of a loss about I don't want to say it's even been a month yet, or has it been?
Let me see.
It
Let
was
me
in
check.
the,
Let me
in
check.
the,
Let me check. April 5th versus Talita Alenkar. Like
let
two
me check.
months ago.
Like
Two months ago.
that's not even a full fight card, a full fight card, man. Um, I don't know. I don't believe she's here. She's gonna come back so strong. Um, but I can't put money on somebody that I've never seen fight before. So just based off of that, I'm gonna go with Vanessa.
She lost by decision. She made total strike 34 of 63. So literally half of them, she was hitting to the air. Um, and the other girl, she land 150 and she connect 107.
Look at that.
God damn.
She got fucked up.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, on
uh,
this,
yeah, I don't recommend either bet
yeah,
on this
if
fight.
I would, yeah, if I would put a bet on this fight, like all the female fights I bet on, I would say over 1.5 rounds.
Yeah, over 1.5 or
Yeah,
decision.
Yeah. Yep. And
that's a
usually
safe
that
bet.
hits.
Yeah,
Facts.
that's a safe bet.
Yeah.
All right, let's go with the next fight.
Ooh.
Phil Rowe versus Angie or Angel. I don't know.
And
He's
yeah,
African, so you can say it
yeah.
Angel. So
Angelusa. Okay.
Angelusa.
Yeah. I've seen both of these guys fight. I like Phil Rowe. Um, Phil Rowe, he's a good striker. He's coming off of two losses though. Uh, but he's not really he hasn't been like fighting a lot. But I got him winning by decision because Angelusa, I think he's a pussy because he fought he fought my man Brian Battle, North Carolina's own, and he gave up in that fight. Brian Battle was there talking shit to him. He was like, you a fucking pussy, you gave up, you know, I poked you in the eye, you want to quit, and now you want to come and attack me, talking about you want to kill me after the fact. Where's all that aggression coming from? You know what I mean? You could have still fought, but he
Mm-hmm.
took the easy way out.
Oh,
Yeah. Lusa, I don't think he's that good. I just think, he gives up. So Phil Rowe, I would say bet on Phil Rowe, and if you want to do a prop bet, unanimous decision.
You think so?
There you go.
to be honest, I don't know shit about these two fighters. Uh, for what I see, I would pick unanimous decision or over 1.5 rounds?
That's a good one. Yep.
I think
I
everyone's
would.
gonna pick
Yeah.
the same thing.
No, I would say because I hope you're in Florida. In Florida, I have a Hard Rock bet, and there's one thing that you could pick that's pretty cool. Is you could pick the fight to either end a decision or a specific finish.
I mean, we can do that
So I would.
here.
You guys can do that over there. Okay,
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
so I would say it would end by finish, by I'm sorry, by decision or KO TKO.
Yeah.
yeah. All right, let's go with the next fight.
And if I want to say this, look up the post fight interview of Brian Battle and Ange Lusa. It's hilarious. It's funny.
It's fun as
Okay,
fuck.
next fight. Yeah.
Let's go with the next fight. Give me 1 second.
Hmm.
All right, let's go with the next fight. Ricky Seaman versus Charles Jourdain. Who want to go first on this one?
I'll go first on this one.
All right.
I might be crazy. I'm going to underdog. Charles Jourdain. He's new to the division, bantamweight division. He fought at the featherweight. He was knocking fools out, submitting people. He's got good striking. Jiu-jitsu is great. But so I got Charles Jourdain money line, and I could see this either going submission or decision. If you can pick that bet.
Hmm.
Because Ricky Simone, he shoots in. All he does is, I mean, he's got power in his hands, but most of the time he uses his hands, his power to confuse people and go for takedowns because he's a
Yep.
wrestler.
Yep.
So, and Charles Jourdain, he just beat Victor Henry after getting taken down repeatedly and put that boy to sleep with a guillotine. So, I hope Charles Jourdain can do the same to Ricky Simone. Let's go. Who's next?
All right, Gabriel, you want to go?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Ricky. And they're pretty even on stats from what I was looking at. But then I was making my do my research on both of them. Watching some fights, I see Ricky winning. Like you said, he has good hands. Ricky has decent hands, but he uses his hands to get to the takedown.
Hmm.
And I feel like that's how the fight's gonna end. I agree with you. It's either gonna be a decision or submission.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna go with Ricky too, but I would put my money on Ricky by submission or decision. I don't think Charles has no chance with Ricky.
Yeah, yeah, I agree.
Oh, okay. Come on now. Oh,
All right, the next fight, Cody Doradine versus Jose Ochoa.
hmm.
That's your boy
All
Cody.
right. Yeah. Okay, I'll go on this one. I'm going Cody Durden. I like I like Cody. You know, he's another underdog. Jose's got good hands, uh, but I think he's too aggressive. And if he uses too much aggression, I think Cody can get the takedown and then just smother him on the ground because Cody Durden's like wrestling is like pretty fucking good. Yeah, he got teed off against my man Joshua Van. Joshua Van, he was takedown defense. He was blocking them damn takedowns and popping them in the jaw. But I think Cody Durden winning by decision against Jose Ocha. That's my pick.
Okay. I'm gonna go with Jose Ochoa, just based off like you were saying about the takedown and stuff like that from Cody. I think Jose has um pretty decent takedown defense,
He's a
and
100%.
just based off his high volume of strikes. I think he could bring in the W. So I'm gonna go with Jose.
Yeah, I would go with Jose Ochoa by submission or TKO. He has takedown defense 100%, and submission average per every 15 minutes one. Cody Doherty he only got 0.76. Significant strikes, land per minute 3.3. They're similar on that one, but Cody received more. Um, yeah, I would go with Jose. TKO or submission.
Definitely.
All right,
Oh, okay.
let's go with the next fight. Your boy Malcolm Wellmaker versus Chris Moutinho.
All right. Let's talk about this. I bet it against Malcolm in his last fight against Cameron Simon, and that was the biggest mistake I could have ever done. Because Malcolm Wellmaker, he's got some dangerous hands. My man's got some power in his hands. So in this fight, I'm going Malcolm. I could see this going KO, and I always like to put decision in there because anything can happen. Because it's Chris Montejo. Uh, he
Moutinho.
Martino. Uh, he he he's got a good he's got a good chin because he fought Sean O'Malley, I believe, and Sean O'Malley was teeing off on him and
It was a fucking
went to
punching
a
bag for three
decision.
rounds.
Yeah. So I think this fight will either go Malcolm Wellmaker by KO or decision. There you go.
Yeah, just based off of Chris's pre-performance, like you were mentioning, he was a punching bag for three straight rounds with O'Malley.
Yeah.
He has an incredible chin. Um, so I'm not gonna put money line on Malcolm because I don't know how Malcolm fights. I haven't seen him fight,
He's a
but
monster.
he is.
Yeah.
Yes.
I talked
He
shit
knocked
about
out.
him. I
I'm
talked
Yeah.
shit to Brandon the last time.
Mhm.
And I didn't expect what I saw in his last fight.
Yeah.
So I don't. So I usually do a bunch of different parlays. So we're gonna do one of them is gonna be Malcolm for decision, and then another one going, let's say, for the fuck of it. It doesn't go all three rounds. Doesn't go a distance.
All right, yeah, we go with Malcolm. Um, yeah, we always do. We always make different parlays, but one of them is gonna be Malcolm by TKO or mm, yeah, the other one's gonna be or the double chance that you can do Malcolm by TKO or unanimous decision. Chris Moutinho, he sucks. I don't know why he's in the UFC. He's just a punching bag that he throw to Malcolm to
Get
so
hype.
he can get more hype, and probably he's gonna be the next fight that he's gonna do in a few months. He's gonna be for the top 15,
Yeah.
and from there, just claiming on the ranks. But this
Yeah.
guy, he's a problem. He got hands. The only thing that I see he needs to like working on is his defense. But those hands, bro,
Yeah.
they're crazy.
I think, yeah, I don't think there's going to be any wrestling in this
No,
fight. I
no,
think
hell no.
they're going to be standing up, and
Yeah.
I just think Wellmaker's just going to be bombing on my man.
Also, I would pick if you make another parlay this fight under 2.5 rounds.
I could see
I like
that.
that.
Yeah,
I like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, because I don't think this fight is gonna go to decision. All right, let's go with the next
Oh,
fight.
I
Your
like this fight.
boy, your boy Michael Chiesa versus Court McGee.
Okay, I'm going Michael Maverick Chiesa.
I like that.
I Yeah, I think Court McGee. He's a great fighter and all, but you know, I think his age is going to get to him. I think Court McGee. is going to out grapple Court. I mean, Michael Chiesa going to out grapple Court McGee because Michael Chiesa, he is not a striker. He'll throw some weird jabs and crosses just to get in tight and then do a weird takedown, like a body lock takedown. And I see this definitely. I would love to see another rear naked choke submission for Michael Chiesa, but I can also see a unanimous decision. The only thing about Court McGee, he's pretty fucking strong for a 40-year-old. And he's got good wrestling also. But we'll go with Michael Chiesa. Decision or submission?
I think both of them they need to retire. Michael Chiesa has 37. Cole McGee he has 40. Michael he already has something to do after retire. Continue commentary on ESPN.
Yep, yep.
Yeah.
From his last five from his last 5 fights, he lost 3.
Oh yeah. He lost to Kevin Holland.
Your boy Sean Brady and Vicente Luque.
Yeah, yeah. And
Uh,
all
which
by
which are
submission.
all good fighters. Which
yeah.
are all good fighters.
Yeah. But he did submit your boy Max Griffin. You remember you said Max Griffin's going to destroy him.
Yeah, but
And then my man got that choke on him.
it's okay. Michael, I think this fight is gonna be for probably he's gonna retire to this fight.
He'll probably
This is
retire.
this is a punching bag fight for him. I don't like Michael Chiesa. I think he's trash. But I would put him on money line submission. Yeah, submission or money line Michael Chiesa.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see this going to decision or submission, one or the other. He'll be in both my parlays, in multiple parlays actually. I think I just think Michael Kiss is due for a win.
Yeah.
He's been on a losing streak and he's due for a win. So I don't think he's gonna go out. He's gonna go on an L. I think he's gonna go out on a W.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, let's go with the next fight.
Oh, this
Motherfucking
fight.
Craig.
I've been waiting
Hey,
for
let me.
this fight so long, bro.
Yeah. Y'all gotta talk shit about me, but I'm switching it up.
Paul Craig versus Rodolfo Bellato. Let's hear all the shit that Brand is gonna talk.
Yeah. Okay. I made a video about this because they were supposed to fight at a Vegas event, but my man Bellato, you know, he had a medical emergency. I looked up what that medical emergency was, and he said herpes.
The
So,
fuck?
I had to make a video like, what the fuck are you doing, Bellato? So, and I've seen him fight.
He's not
And
gonna go out there. He's not gonna go out there with a herpes
no,
on him.
no, exactly. I know he ain't gonna, want
Shit.
to give my man anything, but it's crazy. But
I mean, he has the herpes on his balls, but if you got it in your mouth, you can fight.
exactly. But what happened was I seen Bellato fight. He's got good hands and everything. He's got a he's he drains. He drains. He ain't got good cardio. And he's got good grappling also. He I seen his one of his fights. He took the guy down. I think it was like that Eeyore guy, Pretoria or whatever his name is. He took him down and finished him. But Eeyore almost finished him, and Eeyore ain't shit. Paul Craig, he's moving back up to light heavyweight, and he was a dominator at times at light heavyweight. He was top 10 at light heavyweight before he went to middleweight.
Hmm.
The only thing I'm worried about Paul Craig is his chin. That's the only thing. Paul Craig, you need to get this fight to the ground and submit Rudolfo. If he gets it to the ground, if Rudolfo gets scared, takes him down, it's over. The fight's over with. I'm going Paul Craig. I'm going submission. I'm going decision. Let's go.
Yeah,
I
Um,
could
with this
even.
one.
go, Gabe.
No, yeah. With this one, I feel like it's a super easy bet. Yeah. So with Paul Craig and Rodolfo, they're both heavy hitters. I think this is it's a pretty easy bet here. I say this doesn't go all 3 rounds. Doesn't
Uh,
go the distance.
my pick on
Somebody's
this
getting
one.
knocked out.
I think I'm gonna do the same pick for 2 weeks ago. Um, Paul Gray by submission or Rodolfo by TKO or KO. Or the big three method for Anadan just pose the same shit that I just said. That is gonna be by submission or TKO. But I will go with Paul Craig.
Yeah,
All right, the next fight is the main card. I think it's the main card. Yeah, it's the main card. That's a big ass main card.
I know. Oh, this is gonna be a good one.
Alonso Manfield versus Omar Thai or C, whatever you said.
Okay.
You want to go first, Brandon? I know
Yeah,
Alonso,
I'll go
but
first.
I don't know the other guy.
All right. Yeah, I know Alonzo Menafield. He's a power hitter. He's got heavy hands. He's got also legit submissions. Also, I mean, he's got a Von Flu choke. That's a rare choke that anybody gets in the MMA world. But and Omar Sy, he's the young up and coming fighter. I mean, look at his reach. He's got 83 inches. But I saw his fight against his last fight against Jong or Yong, some Asian guy, and he got rocked. He got rocked in that fight. Even though he won the fight, he got rocked by that dude. And if Alonzo Menafield hits you, you're going to sleep. Even though
Hmm.
he swings wild, he's a wild striker. If he hits you, you're sleeping. He knocked out Paul Craig. He's knocked out a bunch of people. But he's also, my man Yulberg knocked him out. So if he comes in too wild, he could get knocked out. But I'm going Alonzo KO. Um, let's say, actually, let's go Alonzo money line. And a good prop bet would be inside the distance, not just for Alonzo, just in case Omar Sy knocks him out for coming in too quick. So inside the distance for both of them, and money line Alonzo Menafield. Plus, I don't bet on French fighters. You know what I'm saying? I don't do the French fighters anymore. So let's go.
My pick for this one it will be uh big three method by Anya Dan. It will be KO that go the distance, and my second pick it will be money line Alonso. The first pick that I said it will be like the double chance that you pick that the fight is gonna go to distance or KO. So whoever wins by that method, you got the money.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Alonso on this one, money line. And it's a pretty simple pick here.
Yeah, I don't
Oh yeah.
believe I don't trust on fucking undefeated guys anymore.
Yeah,
That was
yeah,
making lose my parlays. Fuck them.
Hmm.
exactly.
I don't give
Exactly.
a fuck about your 11-0.
Yep.
All right, let's go with the next fight.
I
Mansour
like this
Abdul
fight.
Malik versus Cody Bronji.
All right. This fight, ooh, I didn't realize the reach. But
Don't tell me
I
that.
didn't know. Yeah,
Don't tell me
I
that you're
didn't
gonna go with
realize the
Cody.
reach advantage my man Mansoor has, but I want to say Cody because I like Cody Brundage.
Bro.
You know, he's got good wrestling. He's got a good chin, and you know he's got good hands. I've seen Mansoor. He's got you know good hands also. I mean, he's finished his last three opponents by strikes, but he's also you can pull up you know the stats and stuff. You know what I mean, but also you know he almost got finished in his last fight by jiu-jitsu guy.
But
Yeah,
did he lose or not?
he did it, but
That's
he
the only thing that
almost.
matters.
Cody Brundridge, you know, he's coming off of, you know, that win. He looked, you know, he made Bo Nickel go to the second round in his fight. Bo Nickel's trash. Um, you know, I just think this fight is actually gonna go inside the distance. I'm not gonna pick nobody. I'm not gonna pick. I'm gonna say fight won't go the distance because these guys are gonna stand and bang. And I do think Cody might test his chin and Mansoor will go straight to his wrestling. I think that's gonna happen.
All right,
Okay.
so I agree with you on one of the bets, which is the not going a distance. That's gonna be one bet. The second bet's gonna be Malik by KO or TKO. He has really good. He has really good striking, a high volume, and a lot of significant strikes in most of his fights. Very high volume, high volume striker. I think that he's gonna test Cody, um, and he's gonna get the W. So yeah,
Okay.
so it's gonna be Malik.
So everybody that is watching us right now, forget about I said about the undefeated guys. I go with Mansoor, KO. Like you guys said, I don't see no chance of Cody to win this fight.
Yeah.
Like, how you gonna trust in a guy that has 68% of takedown, takedown accuracy 47, land per minute 2.14, and a sub 2.98, and he doesn't have shit versus a guy that he got 88% of the victories by KO, TKO, or 13 by submission. He never got a distance. So if you wanna, I don't know, if you wanna make money, I would say KO Mansoor, or I know the odds is gonna be because they don't gonna believe that this fight is gonna go over 1 point rounds. I would pick over 1.5 because it's gonna finish before the second round.
That's good. That's why I say inside the distance. Somebody's gonna get finished in this fight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
But I like Cody. Oh.
yeah. Let's go with the
Uh,
next fight. I think this one's gonna be a good
shit.
one.
Yeah.
Cody Garbrandt versus Raoni Barcelos.
This is
Okay.
such an easy bet.
Are y'all
Uh,
going Ronnie Barcelos?
100%.
Okay. If y'all go Ronnie, I'm going Cody.
oh
You're
my
crazy.
I'm going
god,
the triple
Oh, you're insane.
Codys. I'm going triple Codys.
bro, he's trash.
Uh,
Glass
yeah,
chin
he's.
Cody.
Hey, we're gonna go Cody Garbrandt, and you know,
The only pick
I
that you
think.
can make with this guy is goes to the distance.
I
Yeah,
don't
I
even
mean,
think it goes to the distance.
he's still got
He
power.
he's not
He's
gonna
still got power.
survive.
You know, uh, I think Cody. You know, he just has to worry about his damn wrestling. You know, because he's a world. I mean, he's a national wrestler, Ronnie Barcelos. Yeah, he's got some hands, but to me, all Cody needs to do is keep his fucking hands up. Just keep
Facts.
your hands up, Cody. Keep your hands up. If you throw a jab, keep your right hand up. Bring that jab back to block. If you gotta be the old Cody Garbrandt. You gotta bring out that animal, you know. And I don't know, y'all. I'm gonna go that
Raoni.
and this is a hard one. Let's just say inside the distance because Cody could knock him out. Ronnie could knock him out. The
That's a
only
safe bet.
thing,
Yes. So with Barcelo's last performance, I was super impressed. Uh, and let's be honest. Let's be honest. Cody has a fucking glass chin. So this was it's pretty easy. It's you have two bets here. It's not gonna go to distance, and then two Barcelos by TKO, by KO or TKO. Easy.
Um, yeah, my pick it will be Raoni by unanimous decision or submission. I don't think he's gonna, um, win by KO, TKO, submission, or unanimous decision. All right, let's go with the next fight: Adman Sabasian versus Andre Petrosky.
all right,
Petrosky.
Petrosky.
all right. I'm going Edmund Shabazian.
Yeah.
Uh, I don't think Andre Petrosky. I don't think he's. I think he's mainly just a wrestler. I don't think his hands are good. He throws too many power shots, and they're not really connecting. And Edmund Shabazian, when he throws, most of the time he connects and he's putting people down or out. So only thing Edmund needs to worry about is his wrestling and work on scrambling because that has been his kryptonite, the wrestling part. So Edmund Shabazian money line prop bet would be inside or prop bet would be KO or decision.
Go, Gabe.
Yeah. I could agree with you on this one. I'm gonna go with Evan. Uh, and I'll not only want to go by Evan, I'm gonna go by decision.
My pick it will be um, they got a distance in general. Any of them is gonna win by distance. I don't think Adman's gonna finish this guy. He's a 50-50 fight, so they got a distance. That's my pick.
Yeah.
All right, let's go with the next fight. I like this one. The co-main event: Rose Namajunas versus Miranda Maverick.
Yeah. Yeah. I like that fight too.
Yeah, I'm gonna make it short and sweet. Rose money line prop bet over 1.5 rounds.
Yeah,
Uh,
I'm gonna go similar or simple. I'm gonna do Rose by decision or finish. Or, KO or TKO.
well, I would go on the opposite side. I would go with Miranda Maverick by decision or submission. She's I
Okay.
think I love Rose. She's one of my favorite fighters, but I think she's done. Um, she's in the fucking up and down situation right now, and I would go with Miranda. She's gonna finish her or submission Rose. So my pick Miranda by submission or decision.
Okay.
The next
I
fight,
see that.
I love this fight. The
All
main
right.
event: Kamaru Usman versus Joaquin Buckley. Who wanna go
Okay,
first?
I'll go.
All right, go.
I think they're just using Kamaru Usman to bring up these newer, younger fighters. You know, I think Joaquin Numanza. I think he's the next big welterweight out there. I think he's going to fight for the title soon, and I could see this fight going KO. I can see Joaquin knocking uh, Kamaru Usman out inside the distance. Um, I didn't even think he was going to knock out Stephen Thompson, but he KO'd him. So yeah, let's go, Joaquin Buckley.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for Buckley too. I'm not counting out Usman either. So I'm gonna say if this does go the distance, I don't think either of them are gonna knock out one another. Because yes, Usman has gotten knocked out, but that was who the fuck's not gonna get knocked out with that fucking head kick to the face.
Yeah.
Uh, um. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Buckley money line, and different one. I'm gonna go. Fight goes to the distance.
I think it's disrespectful that Usman is the underdog in this fight.
He's the goat.
Um,
He's the goat to what towards.
you guys are sleeping with this guy that he's one of the guys that survived Kansak Chimaev.
Mm-hmm.
He survived when everybody was saying, "Oh, Cancer is gonna finish him by KO." No, he's not gonna pass the second round. He went to the distance.
Oh, I put money on Kamaru. I
Um,
thought he looked good.
I would pick KO by Buckley or Usman by unanimous decision.
That's good.
So
Yeah.
that will be my pick. Um, I got much love for Usman. I think he's the GOAT on his division. So
Well,
we all that said. You gonna say something?
let me say this: the goat of the welterweight division, GSP, George St. Pierre. I would have loved to see them two guys fight.
Yeah,
Yeah,
That would have
that
been a
would have been
good fight.
amazing.
that
That
would
would
be a
have been a
great
good
fight.
fight.
That would be a great fight.
That would have been amazing.
But
Yeah.
Both of them on their
yeah,
prime.
yeah.
No.
And then I would say in today's time, yeah, Kamaru Usman
My
should
my
be recognized as the
my
GOAT.
my web dreams fight. It will be something that they were talking about yesterday. I saw the news. Francis Ngannou versus John Jones.
No.
Oh my God.
I mean, it's an amazing fight.
Yeah, that would be a great fight.
Because Francis Ngannou, manager, he said that he's dying to come back to the UFC.
Yeah, I mean, who wants to fight it for the PFL? You know?
I mean,
Exactly.
he's getting 30 minutes every time that he's fighting on Abu Dhabi on boxing.
Yeah, yeah. But he's getting knocked out, so I mean, nobody wants
Facts.
to.
Hey, if it,
No,
hey, if it was me and they tell me, hey, I give you 30 million to get knocked out, I would do it, baby.
hell
Give me
Sign
yeah.
me
my
up.
chin.
Sign me up.
Hey, sign me up.
Oh
Sign
yeah.
Hey,
me up.
let's act like you hit me in the head, and I'll act. I'll be the. I'm gonna win the Academy Award of Best Actor. You know what I mean?
Brandon, how's your life of the new MMA baby and your MMA dad duties?
Well, that's why it took me a little longer to come out here. That MMA poopy. You know. Yeah, I had to clean up and put the baby to sleep.
But you have to put her to sleep like this. You know what I'm saying? We're the MMA brothers, baby. Uh with all that said, don't forget to subscribe, hit like. Um I hope you guys can make some money with us next week. Uh with all that said, see you in the next one. Hit
Yes.
like, comment. You don't forget to put hashtag fuck Brandon. He hates French fighters. See you in the
Come on
next
now.
one. God bless you. God bless MMA.
Yeah. We'll see y'all later.
See you guys.
Later.